Welcome everybody, how are you? Bienvenidos a todos, ¿cómo están? Okay friends, so today we're going to continue with the project. Let me explain what happened yesterday, the strategy that we're going to follow, and that's what we're going to try to do today. Okay, we're going to try to start baking the textures. So please remember to, if you're new, subscribe to the channel, give it a like, share this content with others, leave a comment below, help me reach the 1000 subscribers. Please help me reach the 1000 subscribers. At least I want at the end of August to get the 800, please. I think that we can do it. We can do it, okay? Okay. Okay, so now also if you want to if you want also to my work, you have super stickers, super chat, super thanks, gifts. You can help me with the super goal. With the goal, just one single super chat, and I'm going to deliver a PBR material with you and create a step-by-step video. What else? And membership. You also have membership. We have 3 videos for members, and we're going to continue creating content. Okay, so friends, please help me with that. Okay friends, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to start baking this, and let me show you what we tried yesterday and what is the strategy we're going to follow, because this is going to be a little bit complicated, but we're going to reach the solution. Okay. Okay, what happened here is that I tried to group some parts here of the some assets into groups. I leave the wooden door, the security door, and the frames in different groups. Three groups. I am going to create 3 different textures. Okay. The thing here, alright, if I merged, yes, that is a problem. Okay, I had problems with these pieces with the lock set. Why? Because I draw alphas, but that is not the main problem. The main problem is how I connect them, and also the other details that I use for the alphas. You remember that I use circles. Let me show you, because if I just talk, you're not going to understand. Okay, remember that I have the alpha, right? But I have this circle, and also I have this circle. Okay, so I use this, I created this with the object output here, in the object output in the, let me find the circles, in the texture coordinate. That means that if I merge this with this, I'm going to lose my details, so I don't want to do that. And yesterday we tested that. So for these parts, only for these parts, I think, because the other ones, it doesn't matter if I change the coordinates, doesn't matter if I merge, it really doesn't matter. because I don't have special parts where I depend on the object. Okay, the other parts I only depend or the texture coordinate or the objects, but the objects are not going to be specific materials like this alpha, for example. So for this I need to bake this one first and then continue with the strategy of group everything into some parts and then bake the final textures. Okay, okay friends, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do. This file is going to live right now, is going to be right now as a backup. Then we're going to group and we're going to get something like this. Let me show you, because yesterday I created the first image texture, but that is not the one that we're going to use because it was not with the alphas in the log set, so we need to fix that. Buildings, assets here, so we get something like this. Look, it was what we was looking for. This one was perfect, this one was, everything was perfect except for the what is the log set? I cannot find the log set, but here I think that it was a log set. Here was a log set, so we're going to bake this one first and then group everything here. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So this is not going to, we're not going to use this because this is not good. Okay, so I'm going to delete this. Let's start this again. Okay, don't save because I didn't do anything important here. I just closed that. So okay, I'm going to delete this and I'm going to create a new duplicate and start again this part. Let me see if this is my yes, this is my asset. Okay, perfect. So let's duplicate and we're going to go slowly to be careful with what we're going to do. Okay, if there is something that you don't understand if you're starting, please let me know. I'm going to go slowly because also this is very I'm trying to be really careful with this part of the process because you just make one small mistake and you destroy everything. Okay, we don't want that. So here we're going to baking. Okay, let me change the names because if I 4.1, how can we name this one so we don't have problems? Baking, no, don't worry. Okay. Modifier, we need to be really careful. We need to check if the modifier is applied. We need to save the no, here we don't have to save the materials. In the other one, yes, but here no. So let me check. Okay, here let me see. Let me, in this file we can delete these parts. We are not going to use them. Okay, let's save. What else we need to do here? What else we need to do here? A ver. Here we need to apply this. Also, why I am applying this in the rise, because sometimes, and that's also a good strategy, artists don't apply. Maybe no, they apply, but they leave like the textures, the UVs in the same position, so they save space. But that is good if you are going to have the same thing, the same design in both sides. For example, the Lego design, if your arm is going to be the same as the other one, that's okay. But here we don't want that, because this one should be different than this one and this one. The textures are going to change. Okay. Let me test. We're going to check this. Okay. I'm going to save, apply here, apply the array. Okay. So let's start merging some parts. This mask we're going to delete. We don't need that modifier. You can see that I am doing this slowly. You need to be really careful here. So with this one, we're going to start naming the here. This is going to be for frontal. Why 4? No, 4 no. Frontal door 1. Frontal door 1 frames. Frontal door 1 frames. Frontal door 1 door. Okay. All right. So we have now our frames. Let me see. I know I merged. No, I did this. Sorry. Let's do this again. I merged the wrong assets. Sorry. Okay, don't bad. Hice mal. Let's do this again. The wood. The walls, we are not going to touch the walls, so let me close this. The walls, no, because the walls, we're going to take care of the walls in the final assets in the building. Okay, here let me check. Let me go slowly. Take this one. Okay, great. Let me see the difference. It changed a little. Look. So this is going to change too. Chuticas, ahí sí nos fregamos, pues, compañero. Uy, mi pana. Ay, qué problema. Va a cambiar. Ay, ahora. Chuta manas. Claro, es que tiene sentido. Okay, friends, the problem is this. I thought that with this one this is the problem. Look. We are using object, right? For PBR, that's good because we play with the position and all of that. The thing is that if I merge the pieces, then I am going to look. The details are going to change because now this is a new body, and the origin and the location and the transform settings are going to change a lot because it is a new mesh. Okay, we don't want that. Maybe here we can say, it doesn't matter, just do that. But no, it should not be like that. So unfortunately, friends, we are going to we need to bake mesh by mesh. We are going to bake base mesh by mesh. Uy, qué problema. A ver, déjame pensar qué estrategia podemos hacer para hacer esto rápido. Esto no va a ser bueno. Esto no va a ser bueno. A ver. I'm thinking on a strategy. Maybe we can do this. We can select all the pieces that we want to merge. Okay, we're going to select all the pieces we want to merge. We're going to create a new group for all of these pieces. We're going to bake the textures in those new group in these new groups. No, but if no, the thing is I cannot do that because no, yes, I think that I can do that. Let me check. We have this, right? We have this. Let me compare. Okay, let me go here. Okay, we have like that. What is this? Okay. Hello, welcome. Where are you from? I don't know. Namaste. Assalamu alaikum. Where are you from? Your name sounds like from Asia, Middle East, maybe. I don't know. Something. But welcome. I am explaining right now. We're going to bake our textures. Right now we are creating this door. We're going to, this is our asset. Look, this is what we want to bake these textures. Okay, so we can use this for maybe for here for Blender for animation or for games. For games, I will not recommend it until maybe you're creating a AAA game and you have only one single building, something like that. From India, okay, namaste. I just know namaste, miranam Francisco He, something like that. I just know those phrases in your language. Welcome. I need to learn welcome and to learn more words in Hindi. But welcome. Thanks for coming. And please, if you are new, subscribe to the channel. Please help me reach the 1,000 subscribers. At least I want at the end of August to reach the 800, and we are close. We're close to that. So please help me with that. Friend. So I am saying that we have this asset. This asset is, I don't know if you're new. We are creating a zombie apocalypse, post-apocalyptic. Zombie post-apocalyptic renders, something like this. Let me show you the references. Something like this, for example. I don't know, something like this. Okay, but I don't want only one single image. This is one single image. You can see a train, you can see the buildings. It is like inspired like the Last of Us. I don't know if you know about that game, The Last of Us. Okay, this was the original idea. If this is the original idea, we are close to this project is easier to create, but I said no, why just one single spot? Why don't we create a full city? And I also want to create an animation, not only one photo, one picture. I want to create like an animated trailer from a movie or for a game. Sorry. That is my goal. Maybe we're going to use Blender, maybe we're going to use Unreal Engine, I don't know. We're going to see when we are going to do that part of the process. As you can see, Blender app, how to install in Android. In Blender, I don't know. Blender is not for mobile. I know that they are creating a mobile version from Blender, but I think that it is not ready. Let me see. I think that there is not ready. Let me check. One moment, please. One moment. One moment, please. One moment. No, I just check and no, there is not available yet. I know that they are working on a mobile version, but no, it is not ready yet. But for Android you can use a tablet, but in a phone I think that it is not going to be good to use Blender there. I don't know, it depends on the person. Okay, so we are doing this and we are creating asset by asset. As you can see in the project, we are starting with a house. We're going to create a lot of buildings, a lot of props, a lot of characters, a lot of monsters, a lot of vehicles, a lot of things. So what we're going to do is to create a lot of things, a lot of projects. For example, characters, we're going to do animation, things like that, but everything is going to be connected to this project, to the zombie post-apocalyptic city. Okay, so welcome, and remember, if you are new, please subscribe to the channel. Right now we are in the baking process because, as you can see, we have a lot of nodes. All the wait. No, what happened here? Wait. No. Oof, I thought that I deleted this. No, we're good. We have a lot of nodes. Look, this is not good for render even, because if you want to render you can use this. Okay, we can get the house, but remember, more assets, more textures, more nodes is going to be too much for your computer. So to save resources, you should bake all of these details into one single into multiple textures. But I'm talking about multiple textures because we're going to use diffuse, metalness, roughness, normal, and ambient occlusion. So because of that, but we need to like group everything in single textures, just like this one that we have here. Let me show you, like the one that we created here. This is an example because I don't like the result, so we're going to do that again. PBR, no, this one, no. Look, like this. We're going to group everything here and get one single texture. So all those nodes that you can see for every asset, we're going to leave it in one single texture. So as you can see, my first strategy was to group everything in one single mesh and then start baking, but that is not good. Why? Because most of my nodes are using the output, the object output in the texture coordinate. That means that we are going to use the transform properties of the asset. So if I change the transform, also a ver, no, it is going to move, right? Because it let me see something. Now that I'm doing this, because if it changed with the position, yes, I do this in the wrong way. It doesn't matter if I move my assets like that, because yes, okay, I did something. My conclusion was not good. Okay, I did this. Let me show you. No, this is the wall. Let me leave that there. Okay, we have this, right? So this cube is the parent of all of these pieces. So if I move, I rotate, I scale, all the assets are going to follow this. Okay, my strategy was, as you can see, the origin was here. my strategy was to move this here, so all my origin properties are going to change, but I think that it didn't change because it is still with the, let me let's look at the window, at the wall, for example. We have 0.06, 1.6. okay, transformations, we're going to, yes, okay, so what I did was not good. Okay. Well, I try to move this one into a new position, so my properties are not going to be the same, because I'm going to create more doors, more windows, and because I am using object, my details are going to be, I'm going to remain in the same position. I don't want that. That's why I use this position, so my details are going to move there. But as you can see, it didn't work as I thought. First, because so if I apply, let me see that. Let's test this. Okay, we're going to check this. Let's check, I don't know, with the door. Okay, you can see that we have here one spot, here one spot, here one spot. Okay, let's check with the door. Now let me turn off that, and if we come here again, you can see here one spot, here one spot, here one spot, so it didn't change. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Now let's return there. No, sorry. Yes, it is not going to change. Now let me see something. What happened if I apply location for this and for this? Apply all transforms. Ooh, now it is going to change. And what happened if I merge this one with this one? It is not going to change, right? No, now it is not going to change. Ooh, okay. So we discovered something. We wanted this to change, right? Because of the local position. Perfect. But not for everything. The wall, let me name this. I'm going to hide this one. We're not going to use it, and we're going to hide this one too. Okay, so we have the first. I'm going to start naming our assets. We're going to start doing this. Door. Door. No. A ver. Frontal door. Let's use the proper name. Frontal door. This is going to be wooden door. The first task. Frontal door version 4, right? Frontal door 1. Perfect. Okay, we have our first. So we go one by one. I am testing, okay, with you. So here, let's apply all transforms. Okay, it changed. Now let me bake. Perfect. We can still continue with this one, no problem. This one, let me save, just in case the app is going to crash, I don't know. Here one, it doesn't matter, this one. All transforms. The only ones where we want not to change too much is maybe the rotation. Let me check this one again. Okay, now I am going to apply all transforms. Perfect. It doesn't matter. This one I didn't apply the rotation, right? Let me go one by one. Sorry, friends. I need to be really careful with what we're doing. We have this one here, okay? Okay, doesn't matter. Let me merge this one. All transforms. All transforms. Perfect. I am checking that these lines are the most important. These lines are the most important ones. It doesn't matter about this. I really don't care about this one. I am checking so when I merge, I can still preserve my textures. I am doing one by one. Why? Because for some parts, it is not good to do what I am doing. Example, the log set. Okay, that's why we are being. Again, if you are an expert, if you are a pro, do it in your own way. But I am trying to show you my way and going slowly, one by one, so you can see what how careful I am doing to not make a mistake, because one single mistake, friends, in this part and everything is going to look bad. Okay, we don't want that. I was going to use another strategy, but I think that it doesn't matter in this one, because we needed to change the transformations for this. Okay, oh, here we have a here. Let me see what happens if I change all transforms. No, it doesn't matter, just because we have. Why this? I don't like what happened here. One moment. I don't like how these rectangles are looking. Let me go back. Here it is looking maybe not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. With this one, we're good. I have to be really careful with the lines. The lines is the important details. Every detail, I mean, but for example, this one, no. This is part of the design, so I need to be really careful. Okay, no problem. I don't like that changing. Now I see a lot of these triangles. In the other one I didn't have that. Now I have a lot of those. I don't like that. Maybe it is just a coincidence. Hello, welcome. Maybe it is just a coincidence. I don't like these triangles. I mean, it's part of the design, but too much of them is not good. But it doesn't matter, this is just a small part. We don't have to worry about that. Okay. We're going one by one, okay? We have to be really careful. One by one. Let's go with this small piece. Here, for example, here we have an alpha, right? It doesn't matter if I merge because this alpha is already in the UVs. The UVs are the important part for this one. So it doesn't matter if I change. I'm going to select, I'm going to apply or transform, I'm going to show you. The only thing that is going to change are these details, so it is okay. And let's select that. Oh, also let me, when I merge, you notice something. You notice now that I have this. Maybe it is the ambient occlusion, right? I had dust there, but now it is like more the dust is more pronounced. It is, yes, it is okay. It is okay. It is okay. Let me check if, yes, here is like we don't see it like too much. Now when I merge, we have our asset like that. Okay, those are things that we just notice once we are doing this. Maybe I think that I need to delete a little bit more of this dust. Yes, maybe we have to do that. Here, let me see. Here, like same thing. We have the dust. The dust is very. You know what, friends? Before we merge everything, what? Yes, because I see that it is affecting a lot. Yes, no, it is not good. It is not good. The strategy is that we're going to use is the one that I wanted to use before. Just because this is affecting a lot. Look, no, it is not good. It is not good. We're going to do another strategy. Please, let me go back. I know, I couldn't go back. No, we have to do this again. So let me show you what we're going to do. Okay, I didn't like the strategy that we're using right now because when I merge the asset, some textures, like for example the dust, the normal is affecting too much. It is not looking as I wanted at the beginning. That is not good. So let's do this again. And we're going to go back here. We're going to delete this. We're going to do this again, okay? What I'm going to do is maybe clean all the we're going to clean all the parentship, and then we're going to separate by collections, okay? Yes, let's do that. I like to do it in this way. I really like to go slowly because then something happen and everything is destroyed, and I don't like that. So let's go slowly, okay? Let me duplicate this one, and this is going to be baking, or maybe we have to copy this again, okay? Yes, I'm going to create a new file. Here we're going to call this organize, okay? And then we're going to duplicate in a new file. So if I need to destroy, then I'll go back. Or maybe I can separate. I think that I can separate. Yes, I don't need to do. Yes, let me test that. If I separate, everything returns to the normal. Oh, no, let's go one by one. Organize. I don't want to duplicate too many files. If I separate things, what happens if I separate things? Let me check this one. What happens if I separate things? Okay, I have my this for example, these two parts. So okay, here we have our asset. Let's say that I am going to take this one and this one. I'm going to apply all transforms. Let's say I apply all transforms. Here apply all transforms. Okay, and then I'm going to bake, right? Like I did before. Oh no, I don't like. Look how awful is this looking. So I just come here and select and separate. And just it return to the normal. Just so we can do that. We're going to do that. Look. Okay, we're going to do that. Don't save. So here we're going to bake. So we don't have to create another copy. Baking. Okay. This part is too much work, friends. We need to be really careful here. So first, before, let me see something. If I, for example, this one, what happens if I just clean my? I can create a new backup without separating my files. Let me see. I cannot create new collection. This is going to be wooden door. Yes, I can do that without cleaning the parentship. So let's group into different groups, into different collections. This one to the wooden door. Let me asset references. Let me destroy this. Here I'm going to leave because later I'm going to use this one. I'm going to show you why, but we're going to use that later, okay? Okay, let's start separating, organizing our collection. This is wooden door. Now this is the best way to organize things. Is the best way to do this. For me, I always like to do this. I don't like to be like. I really like to create these backups and organize things. It is better. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I have a new strategy. I don't know if it is going to work. I have to be honest. I don't know if it is going to work. But again, if we don't test, we are not going to know. Okay. Let me hide so we can start like just moving things. This is going to be wooden door, wooden door, wooden door, wooden door, wooden door. Okay, this one, wooden door, wooden door. Wooden door, and here these two to the wooden door. I'm going to create a copy for this one. Duplicate and move these two references and this one to wooden door. Wooden door, okay. Perfect. Now let's do the same for the frames. Yes. Again, friends, I am showing you my strategy. Maybe you have a better strategy. Maybe you don't like to do this. I am showing you my way, okay? I always want to repeat that because maybe someone come here in art. You just have to find your way. Maybe you see that you look that other artists use something, but maybe it is not going to work for you. That's why the most important thing here is to understand how things work. That is the important thing. So now that we have our wooden door, let's move this to a new collection. New collection. This is going to be frames. Move to frames, and we're going to do the same. We're going to start. Let me this wall. I don't want to see this. The wall. We're not going to need the wall. Frames. Here, no, I don't. I need to duplicate this one. No, because these are the ones on frame. This one we're going to duplicate the same and move these two references, and these are going to be two frames. Okay. Frames. Frames. One moment, please, one moment. Okay, let's continue. I think that's all for the frames, but yeah. And now that we have all of our parts here, what is this frontal door? Location reference. Yeah, and this is the security door. So, I forgot to put this one. Okay, here. This is going to be. No, I need to bake that too. Okay, let me move these two, separate this, and move that to references. Then this is going to be in frames. This part of the door, let me check. I don't remember. This was in frames. Okay. Let me do something with the wooden door. No, with the frames. References. Okay. Frames. Okay, and now this is going to be the security door. For the security door, okay. Yes, I think that. Yes, I think that this is everything. All of this is for the security door. So I'm going to select everything and move this to a new collection called security door. Perfect. Now we have our 3 groups. Perfect. Okay. Okay. References. Okay, let me go for some water. Okay, I'll be back in a moment and we're going to continue. Okay, we're going to start baking. I'm going to show you the strategy that we're going to use to bake. Okay, we have our 3 collections separated. We have the location references. The references, it is just the cube. And the references. Okay. Let's go one by one. We have a lot of pieces. That's why we have to be really careful here. But it is going to look really great at the end. So don't worry. Let me go for some water and I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Now it's time for the fun part. So we're going to be, again, really careful. I don't want to repeat this a lot. This is a strategy that I'm going to use. As you can see, I need to group these as separated pieces. For example, the door, the wooden door is going to be, all of these pieces are going to be in one single part, right? Okay. So, yes, we have, just imagine that I don't have selected the right, we're going to check that later, okay? We're going to separate everything. Okay, we're already separated. So we're going to create, first, apply the transformations for everything except for the ones that have the alphas. We're going to select all of those pieces. Also, we're going to create a new UV. This is going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to select one, apply transformation, and create a new UV. I'm going to repeat that. Once we have everything, I'm going to select all the pieces. I already have the new UV, right? And then I'm going to start baking. And after baking, I am going to create a new file, of course. I'm going to then merge, group everything, and just apply the new textures. So with that, we don't affect, destroy our details, some of the details, not everything. And we are not going to have problems with our design, okay? That is the strategy that we're going to follow. Let's see if it is going to work. I think that it is going to work. Also, another complex part that we're going to face are going to be the metal. Be quiet, because we have like two materials in one material. So it is going to be a lot. Okay, so let's go one by one. Let's go one by one. I'm going to select first this one. We're going to check. The most important thing here is to apply location. Rotation, no. So maybe rotation, I'm not going to touch it. Just location. I'm going to apply location. Okay. And UV map, new UV that is going to be bake. Okay, bake. Also, I'm going to I am going to take advantage of this, and I'm going to wooden door and move this here, so we can start using our metalness, our material. So we're going to do this one by one. Or do you want me to do this right now or later? I already added. Okay, so this is the texture that we're going to use. Let me delete it. Let me change the name, because we're going to use this one in another. Just leave it like that. Let me delete it. Let me change the name. I hope that it is not going to affect a lot. Wooden door, frontal door. Okay, like that. Frontal door, perfect. Now, let me hide the other ones. Let me start with no, I started with the door. Don't worry. Let's go with the door. Okay, asset number 1. Maybe we should go here, like this. Okay, let's go here, like this. Okay, friends. Okay, this is special. I am going to do the same. Okay, we have that. I am going to apply location. It didn't change too much. Perfect. Let me compare. Yes, it is looking good. I like it. Don't worry. and create a new bake. Bake. Also, it is not like we only need to hide, we also need to deactivate the other collections. Okay, so frames and security doors, hiding and deactivating for the baking. Okay, and we already we come here, select our image texture, and here we have metalness. Let me draw, because I am not going to remember how this is going to be connected. We're going to disconnect this and put it in 0. This is very important when we bake textures, friends. Also, before we bake, let me take care of the assets 32 and 180. This is to not to use too much resources for the computer. It is going to improve the image, but we're not going to notice this. We're not going to notice. It is not important. If you want to make it perfect 4K resolution, okay, leave it like that. But just keep in mind that it is going to take more time to bake, okay? So we already disconnect our metallic. We need to select material, only one material. Let's continue. Now let's go to number 2. Okay, we have our, of course you have to name this, but I'm not going to name it because I don't remember the names. There are too many assets, so at the end we're going to just bake everything, so I don't have to worry about that. This one is already with our asset. Now let's continue with this one. So first we need to check if everything is good. Also, why the other one? Because this is for the, yes, this is for the alphas. Okay, I'm going to put here my material. I'm not going to apply the rotation, I'm just going to apply the location. Yes, I'm going to leave it like that. Again, we're going to create our new UV bake. This is very important. This is very important. I'm going to show you why at the end. And of course we need to disconnect the metalness, because this is very because we have a lot of textures and I don't want to remember. That's why I am drawing the lines. So you don't have to do this, just in case. This is just for me to remember, okay? And keep it in 0. Remember, friends, when we bake textures, we need to erase any evidence of metalness, except for the metallic. For the metallic, we are going to do something special, but always do that. If you don't do that, you're going to have problems with your textures. So please be careful and remember to do. Ooh, this one is a little bit complicated. Here. So I'm going to draw the line. No, let's do this again. Sorry, friends, I need to draw because I am not going to remember this. Let me see how I can draw this, because I have too many things in my... You can do this, you can just change the name of this node, so you can, there are different strategies. I'm going to do that, disconnect, and put this in 0. Okay, perfect. And remember to select the image textures. If you don't select your image texture, everything is not going to work. So one selected, metalness, perfect. Let's go with the other one. Okay, this is another easy part. We're going to apply the location. Perfect. We're going to do the same here. You already know the strategy. Draw to remember where I connected this. 0. Perfect. Here. Also, please, friends, remember, if you are new, help me subscribing to the channel. I think that this is good content, and I think that in exchange you can help me with a subscription. It is free. 1 second. Help me with that. Help me with that, friends. We need to reach the 1000 with the 1000 subscribers, but at the end of August I want at least to reach the 800. We are so close. We are so close. So please help me with that. I almost forgot. Create the bake, the other bake. I don't know if this is going to work, friends. I have to be honest. I don't know if my strategy is going to work. I think that it is going to work. Let's hope that it is going to work. In theory, in my mind, this is going to work, but I don't know. Okay, wait. Check. Perfect. How many assets we have here? Oh, we have a lot. We have here. Let's go. Let's continue. One by one. This one is. This one is not really. We're going to, of course, do the same. Location. Don't worry about anything else. We're going to put our image texture here and disconnect metallic. Perfect. 0. And bake. You can use any name that you want, just in case. You don't have to follow my nomenclature. Also, my nomenclature is really bad, but I think that also maybe for ambient, I think that we don't need, no, but we need ambient occlusion. We need ambient occlusion. Yes, we need ambient occlusion. Don't worry. Okay, let's continue with the next one. We have to go one by one, friends. I know that this is really boring, maybe, but I am showing you, repeating a lot of times, so you don't make the mistake. Because again, if you make a single mistake here, here I already have. Okay, perfect. If we make a single mistake here, friends, the result is going to be awful. We don't want that, right? Okay. Now let's go with the next one. What is this? I didn't apply the sorry, I didn't apply the, I'm just going to apply the location, not the rotation, just the location. Now here again, location, just location, UV bake, perfect. We're going to paste our image texture. Again, I'm going to draw my my connection here because I am not going to remember. We're going to disconnect and leave it in 0. I am repeating this a lot of times. Also, now that Praju said about Blender, it would be nice to have a streaming once Blender launch the mobile version, to use it in my iPad. We're going to create a small project for iPad projects. I also want to create some Nomad School projects. but something easy. Don't not like too many things. Okay. Yes, maybe we can have a special streaming. We can create a simple shape. Oh no. No. First, let's continue with this. I have to create a plan. Okay, bake, perfect. Let's continue with the next one. I forgot to activate the. Okay, here. Sorry. This is very important. Here we don't want to change the rotation, of course. This is the next one, right? Location. Perfect. The lines are going to. Friends, I forgot about, because we have multiple materials. Sorry, I forgot to check that. Let me create a bake first. Bake. Perfect. Now let's check them out. Here, for example, we have 3 materials. Ooh, my friends. Control B. Let's go with the first one. Metalness. Metallic is here. Let me move a little bit closer. And let's not touch this anymore. Zero. And here, of course, metallic. Wait. What happened? Zero. I press O, I think. I always make that mistake. Here we need to draw. I am being really careful here. I hope that I don't leave a mistake, an issue there. And we select our. Then we go to the next one. We're going to do the same here. This one is easy. Why I have let's top, let's horizontal mix. It is because of okay, I remember. No boy. Zero. I don't know why I am following the same shape. Zero. Let me check if the other ones, one material. Perfect. Material. Okay, this is the one that I just finished, the one that I just completed. Now let's go with this one. This one has the same thing. It is using the same material, but I need to apply location. Material, perfect. But we need to change the bake. Bake. Perfect. That one. What is this? This is the one that I just. Yeah, okay. And this, okay, perfect. Here the same thing. Let me delete this. Metallic here is 0. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This is easy. I don't have to disconnect anything. Perfect. And we take we still have a lot of pieces. I didn't. Sorry, I almost forgot. I need to apply the location. Yes, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Here, what is this? On a small piece, we need to apply the location. Okay, we have already the material, we have our material. Only one material, perfect, and we need to create a bake. Bake. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, I am being really careful. I want to repeat. We have to go one by one. This one. Here the same. We're going to apply location. Okay. Here we have one single material. Perfect. I'm going to paste my texture. And I'm going to connect the metalness to disconnect that node. I am doing this because maybe I can just bring a circle. Oh, why? I don't know why I'm connecting this. I am not going to connect this anymore. I am stupid. It doesn't matter. It is to remind me that I need to connect that there. I am not going to connect this anymore. I don't know why I am doing this. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. It's just maybe to remember that this is metallic. Now we have to put this bake. Bake, 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 bake. Let's go. What is this one? Okay, I already have this. Perfect. Let me location to change. Perfect. Create a new bake. Please, friends, if you have any question, let me know. Remember that I am here to help. What else? I already have this one. Perfect. What is this? Ooh, we're almost close to our special. Okay. Location only. Create a new bake, a new UV. And what else? I wanted to check only one thing. I forgot to check if I have a modifier. That is also very important. Okay, we have everything. Lock set, perfect. One single material. Okay, perfect. Everything is good. We are going slowly, step by step, to be really careful. Oh, now we come to our special material. Here I am not going to apply the metallic. Ooh, metallic. I'm just going to say this is metallic, okay? I'm just going to remember that this is metallic. I'm not going to connect this part. I'm not going to draw a line. And put this in 0. Here I am not going to apply the location. Why? Because this is with the alpha. Yes, because this use the location. If I change, everything is going to be destroyed. That's why in this one I am not going to apply the location. I don't care about what we can do if we want to be very specific, if I can redo this with a new position. No, I'm not going to do that, friends. That's too much. It is looking good. I am not going to do that. Yes, I am not. This one I am not going to apply. For this one, I am not going to apply the location. And I, of course, I'm going to create a new bake. Bake. Also, if there is someone from Asia, I just checked yesterday that a new app platform from China was launched. It is called Bilibili, I think. I just go to the page. It was everything in Chinese. I didn't understand anything, and I didn't found that really user friendly. But I don't know if you are from near there and you have tried the platform. Let me know. Maybe we can also upload our videos there. Okay, we have the bake. We have multiple materials here, right? Already. Okay, perfect. Everything is good here. For this one, I am not going to apply the location. Why? Because this circle, and this circle are using the location. If I apply, everything is going to be destroyed. We don't want that. So for this one, I'm going to keep it like that. And the materials and the materials is like something that I don't care, because I mean the details, it is not going to affect it. And if we repeat that, maybe in the next opportunity. Now I am thinking about this. No. I try to change this is too much. I don't want to do that. Maybe then I can play with the. Now I am thinking we should change. But if I change, I need to repeat this. I don't want that. Let me try something. Let's. It's here we experiment with things. Okay. This is a sphere. Okay. This is not. This is the important one. Okay. Let me see the ones that I really need to care about. The mask. This is the. Let me save. This is the circle, of course, the circle, and which one else? The roses pose, no. The mask. This is the circle, the mask. What is this? The Loxed Alpha. No, this one is good. Why I have this? I am not using this one. The color. No, I am not using that. I wanted to. Is this the mask? No, what is it? What is the other circle? This one. Yes, this is the other circle. Okay. Let me see something. I am going to do this. Let's see if this is going to work. This is a very dangerous strategy. Let's see if this is going to work. Okay. Let me create 3 values. Okay. Let me create 3 values. So we can check value 1, value 2, and value 3. Okay. This is going to be X, Y, and Z. Okay. What the hell? I just. Okay. X, Y, and Z. I can change the names, but I'm just playing here with the numbers. I am going to select X, of course. Paste that there. Hey, what happened? Why? Sorry. It is because of the mirrors. Okay, don't worry. Copy. Papa. Okay. Now, let me apply it, and everything is going to be destroyed. Let me save. Location. Oh no, everything is destroyed. What I did. Okay. Let me see if my strategy is going to work. I just can connect, but separate. I can use a separate. I should do this. Sorry. Separate or combine X, Y, Z. Yes, this was better to do, not that. X. I was so stupid. Okay, I am going to duplicate because I am going to use it in the circle too. And this is going to be here, maybe? Combine, separate. If I no, sorry, this was terrible. What the hell I did? Sorry, it was very stupid. This is only location. Sorry, friends. Hello, Pete. Welcome. I am doing something very, very dangerous right now. Ay, no puede ser, no me digas esto. A ver. Let me copy this. Maybe add to this one. Hell. Apa? I don't know. No. It was a disaster. No, my strategy didn't work. What I tried to do is just no, it didn't work. No, it didn't work. Why it didn't work? It should be working. This is the first one, right? It didn't work. Let's see. Leave it like that. Okay, we have that, right? Okay, we have our circle. Okay. If I start by moving this up, it's not going to happen anything. No. Why this isn't working? And here I even lost everything. This is weird. Faster. I don't apply location. Why my strategy didn't work? And I can even change this one. Maybe if I change this, these two are the ones that should be working, because y doesn't have to do anything with it. I had this problem before. Why I had this problem before? I had this problem before, but I don't remember what I did. This is not necessary. What I am doing right now, it is not necessary, but I want to know the reason, okay? Yes, it is an alpha. Okay, friend, Pete, let me explain what I am doing. I am separating everything in collections. The groups, I am separating wooden door, the security door, and the frames, because I want to bake the textures. Right now we are baking textures, but to bake, remember that I changed the location of my door, so the materials, the details are going to change, and for the next doors that I'm going to create, I'm not going to repeat the same assets. But we can do something even, yes, instead of changing everything here, I can just change this in the other details, yes, instead of destroying it, but I don't know why this is not working. Okay, I was explaining. But this alpha, no, this is not an alpha, this is just a circle. It It changed because I applied the location, and by applying the location, everything destroyed. My perfect circles that I created here. That is not good, right? I don't know why. I would like to know why this is not working. At the beginning, remember that when I was it was not you, it was Yohio, I think. With Yohio, we tried to create the circles, and I didn't. I couldn't create the circles, and I was saying, but why? But this is a circle. Why is it not working? And I don't remember what was the bug there, the issue that I had. I think that it was with applying transformation. No, what was the problem there? Now that I am changing my location, no, I don't know why. I don't know why this is not working. I am changing my location. Why you are not changing? Why you are not changing? If I put this to 0, I put this to 5, I don't know. They just moving this one. So instead of destroying what I had, I am going to please tell me that please don't be like that. Don't be like that. Okay, perfect. Instead of changing everything, I am going to use a combine and change the other ones. And I really don't care about those. Yes, that is easier instead of destroying my circles. Okay. I don't know why I did this. Combine XYZ. It is not necessary. It is really not necessary. I am doing this just to. I am doing this just to change a little bit this, but this is not necessary, believe me. So the circles, we're not going to touch these circles. Not this circle and this circle, we're not going to touch. We're going to touch the other. We're going to change the other location here. But this is vector. No, but this is okay. Location. We're going to do this. We're going to do the same for all the other assets. Okay. It doesn't. I really don't care. I really don't care if this is good. I'm just only. I am only caring that this is different. Okay. It only changed for one. Wow. What happened with this one? Color. This one, what is this? Okay, the cracks. Let me see something. I'm going to save, of course. Let me select the cracks, and I'm going to apply the location. Oh, it changed. Okay. We have to be really careful here too. Why it changed if I am using my location? So it really doesn't matter what I am doing right now. That's the conclusion. I am using object vector to change the location. Why? But I am using the okay. Maybe a combine VFX. separate XYZ. I am going to copy this location here, connect this here, connect this here, connect this here, and put the location here. Let me see if this is working. Of course, no, it doesn't matter. No, what the hell I did? No, it doesn't matter. I just repeat everything. It doesn't matter what I did. No, it doesn't matter what I did. Just, it doesn't matter. This was so stupid. Object combine. Maybe if I add, then it is going to change. Add. So let me see. I am going to connect this one here. Alright, how can we combine this? We're going to take this one instead of the object, or let me find a better strategy. We're going to I am going to add this one here and put one value. I'm going to connect this one here. Alright, let me create 3 of these. This is not necessary, friends, but I am playing to see if I can do something special here. This is going to be useful for you, maybe for another projects. Remember, everything that we did here, it may look that it is not useful, but at the end it is useful. So we just take this one and paste that there. We take this one and paste that there. We take this one and paste this one here, and then we're going to connect this here, connect this here, connect this here, and this one now it's going to change. Let me show you. We connect this here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I need to do the same strategy for a lot of parts. This is so boring. How many I already did there? This is not. How? Oof, I had a lot of this. No, doesn't matter. I'm going to copy. Same for this. Two, three. Connect this here, connect this here, connect this here, connect this here. And connect that there. Save. Okay, I changed for everything and the polish. I need to do the same here. Yes, because it is going to change. Claro, pues tengo que hacer lo mismo acá. Chuticas, mi pana, ahí sí me fregué, pues. Claro, pues si cambio aquí, también cambio acá. Yes. Sea salvaje. Chama, oh. Creo que es la misma material, core marks. Se la chuta. Why this thing didn't work? It is easier to do it in the other way. Ah, yeah, okay. I know what to do. Let's hope that this is going to work. Let's hope that this is going to work. A ver, vamos de nuevo, brother. A ver, ¿cómo le hacemos aquí? No, but... No, zero. No, es que ya probé pues de esa forma. Chuta, man, ahí sí me fregó todo. Carajo, no vale el alfa este. Le aplico, debería valerla. Si tengo aquí, está en 0. Muevo esta cosa por allá. Queda allá construido todo, ¿no? En esa. A lo mejor. Let me check something. Let me save. Let me check something. I really want to test this. We are not wasting time. We are testing something. Ah, okay. No, yes, look. It changed a lot. No, it is what we just created. I thought that I had... Ah, ya sé qué pasa. Claro. Ya sé qué pasa. Ya me acordé. Justo ahorita me acordé. I already know what is happening with this one. I know what is happening with this one. I discovered the problem. Ya me acordé. Claro, ya me acordé. Amigos, ya me acordé. I just remember. Ya sé, ¿qué es lo que está pasando? A ver. What is happening here? This piece is really special. This and the other one, the log sets are really special. That is the conclusion. Because of the spherical, of the shapes that I'm creating, the two circles. Basically the two circles. So, by doing that, I am working with my origin point. The origin point should be here. If I change the origin, this is going to be destroyed, and it is really difficult to make. That's why when I changed the values, it didn't work. And it doesn't matter. I don't know why my strategy of changing the... One moment, please. I don't know why my strategy didn't work. Okay, we're going to continue with this tomorrow because this is a lot. Yes, but I need to change this. We need to duplicate that material. Let me duplicate this here. Sphere, log set, so I don't destroy the other one. I am just going to change the values to have this different, and this I'm not going to touch. Yes, that's what we have to do. Again, friends, this is not necessary. I am just doing this to have to play with the difference, and I am showing you by doing this strategies that you can follow if you have this situation with a different project. It's something that is really important. So you have to pay attention. Yes, we're going to continue tomorrow, okay, friends? We're going to finish for today because I need to go to each. One moment, please. Okay, I'm back. Okay, friends, so tomorrow we're going to continue with this. I need to continue moving, playing with these UVs, creating the new UVs with the what is it? Let me finish this one. Okay, let me finish this one. This is the lock set. Okay, this is the new. Here we already have that one, no problem. First this one. It is not the same, brother. Ah, yes, perfect. Now it is looking good. Okay. We change everything, right? Just perfect. So okay, you can see that the details are the same. I just changed the position, and nothing, and I preserve my circles. That is the most important thing. The other strategy is just to create an image texture and draw. I try to do it within a PBR way, but as you can see, the problems, they're not the problems, but the extra work is right now, and it is an extra work because I want to do an extra work. I just easily said no, yeah, let's don't care about this and just leave it like that in the original, so it doesn't matter. Okay, let me select, of course, my material. Remember my material. Okay, we have the, remember here we're not going to apply UV. Perfect. What is this one? Is this? Oh, here we have also something special. We need to apply the array, of course. Apply, and I'm just going to location. This one, we have UV, bake, select here. We can say that the metalness erase that, 0. Perfect. The location is applied, the bake, perfect. So we need to continue with this tomorrow. I really have to go, friends. I really have to go to the other platform because there, if I don't do that, we're not going to have more time, okay? we're going to continue with this. Tomorrow we can start baking. You can see it is a process that we have to be really careful, okay? We really have to be careful here. If you don't pay attention, we can miss something, and that is not good, okay? So that's all for today, friends. Thanks for coming. Please remember to subscribe, give it a like, share this content with others, leave a comment below. Please, friends, help me reach the 1,000 subscribers. I think that we can reach the 800 at the end of August, at least. Please, we are so close. Help me with that. Share the content. Share to your friends. Share to someone you know that is starting with 3D. Okay? Also, you can follow me on Twitch, Kick. I am creating different projects there. My social media accounts, X, Instagram, and TikTok. I just uploaded a short to YouTube, to my social media accounts. That is a new content that I wanted to create for you. These shorts is the name. So that is a new content, short clips talking about a specific idea. Okay, with that I think that I can generate more things for you, explaining more things about Blender and the other things. Okay. Also, if you want me to collaborate with your project as a freelancer, you can contact me. There's my email there, there's social media accounts, a LinkedIn page. You can create a project on Upwork and see trading and as a messenger too. You can join to our Discord server where you can share things about 3D, and also I usually share some resources there. What else? If you want to support my work, of course, you have super stickers, super chat, super thanks, gifts. Remember that I create a goal every day, every streaming. One single super chat and I will deliver one of these materials, one of these PBR materials. You can see that I am using a lot of notes. You can see there is a lot of work here, and you're going to have it, and you're going to be the hero of the community, because if one single super chat of any of you, and I will deliver this to the whole community. And also extra, I will create a step-by-step video explaining about this material, a lot of things about this material. So this is really a lot of work, and just with one single super chat, it is a lot. It is a good offer. So please, if you want to support me with that, help me with that. We also have memberships, 2 levels of memberships, Indie Explorer, the Master Builder, and 3 videos for them. And even better, you have also as PayPal link, and even better, you can get one of my models if you want assets. If you want assets for your games and animations, you can visit my Turbo Squid store. Here you'll find some low poly and high poly assets. Look, we have different options. Today I'm supposed to upload the male topology based mesh. That it was a very challenging project. I'm going to love that here. Also, we have another, if you want sculptures for 3D printing, look, we have a lot of characters here that you can add to your collection. If you like to have these figures on your desk or in a special place in your office, house, here you have a lot of options. Look at that, beautiful sculptures. And we have also a third option. CG Trader. Here you'll find my sculptures, my assets, and my first sculptures, and exclusive low poly environments like this one that you can use for your projects, Unreal, Unity, anything that you have in mind. Of course, that you need to make the necessary adjustments depending on what you want to use this for. Okay, so that's all, friends. Thanks for coming. Thank you for your support. Please remember to subscribe. It is really important, friends. Please help me with that. I think that you have great content. I give you a lot of good content for free, and in exchange, please just help me with a like, help me with a comment, tell me where are you from, tell me, give me feedback, tell me what kind of short clips you would like me to create, explaining about specific things. Please help me with that, okay? And also subscribe. It is very important, okay? So in a few minutes, if nothing happens, we continue on Twitch, and tomorrow we continue with YouTube and Kick, okay? So that's all, friends. Thanks for coming. Please remember to subscribe, and see you in the next one.